Season 5 brought in Loba. Loba has a tactical, which I will give movement and repositioning a 2. It's not a 3 because it's not the fastest, it's not the quickest, it can help you get into some tricky spots, but Pathfinder's Grapple is much more effective at this, and I would even argue that Bangalore Smoke could be more effective in repositioning than this because of the clear indication of where you're going. As far as engagement and retreat, I'm only going to give this a +1. I do not find this effective for pushing an enemy team. You will be murdered every time. The animation is extremely long. The indication of where you're going is extremely obvious. The bracelet is extremely slow. This does not help you escape fights very often. It definitely doesn't help you push fights. So for this, I'm going to give it a +1. Teamwork. This doesn't help your team at all. This is similar to Pathfinder's Grapple. This is just an ability for you. Loba's ultimate. So movement and repositioning, rotating into storm, high level thought process, 0. It's not effective in any of these categories. So moving on to engagement and retreating. Now this is a +1, but there's a reason for that. You could win a fight with an armor swap. There are some things you could do with this ultimate. It's not the best in any of these regards, so we'll give it a +1 instead of 0. For teamwork, this is a +3. This allows you and your team all to grab loot. This can get your team shields. This can steal things, getting ready for a third party. This is one of the better teamwork ultimates in the game. As far as her passive, personal advantage, I'm going to give this a +2 because on drop, being able to see high tier loot is extremely valuable. The reason I'm not going to give this a 3 is because of the sniper scopes and phoenix kits and all these other worthless items that you'll see littered around the map throughout the game that are distracting and not helpful after a certain period of time. It's useful, so we'll give it a +2, but it's not the best, so we're going to end it there. As far as teamwork goes, your team can't see this. You could ping something for them, but in this game, are you really going to ping the purple shields? You're just going to pick them up yourself. So this will bring Loba's overall score to a 9. Now, most people would be shocked by this, considering how often she's played and where people see her, and she is just the new character, in my opinion. So I think she'll be placed in the D tier category as underpowered. I think that Loba could use some buffs, and I think it is strictly her tactical. Instead of nerfing Pathfinder, I think what they should do is buff Loba's tactical. I believe that she should be able to travel further, or she should be able to travel faster. One of those two things would definitely help her engage in fights, because Pathfinder's Grapple is a much better tool for distance, for engagement, for disengagement during the fight. His grapple is much better. So if they want us to forget the robot, they better change her tactical and make it useful. Other than that, I feel like she's pretty well balanced in all the other respects.